Hello everyone, I'm here for the monthly stream and started a little bit early because I still have, as part of this stream, we're going to do sort of an unboxing because we got the production copies of Merchants of Magic Dangerous Business and Draught of the Dragon. So originally I thought I was going to have to play off of the pre-production digital prints, but we actually got the first copies off of the production line to go through. So figure I'll use the early time of the stream to sort of set up and walk through everything, and then trying a different format here for the monthly stream. And I'm just sort of going to be playing the game, making a really good, hopefully, playthrough video of the solo mode, answering any questions as we go. And then, it lives up there on YouTube for on-demand services for much longer, which is nicer. So I've already cracked open the original game and got some of the things out we need. But we're going to have to go through the other stuff. I'm still going to have to put together a couple things as we get ready here. So I'm going to move this over. Hopefully my mic, got the mic plugged in just because I think it is better for audio when I use the Apple Pods. So you can see you have a bunch of player boards and all the monsters. And I'm just going to pick one to play because we need the solo board. Then I'll pick a character to play. Here, I'll do it random. And I'll only put that one together as opposed to punching out all the wheels. And unless people in the chat object, I'm going to try to play sort of with everything, solo mode with everything, because I feel like it's easier. It's harder to learn everything, and then if you need to remove something, it's easier to remove than learn something you've never watched before. So I got the monk. Dangerous Business is a heavier box than the other expansions. It's got all this punch board and the new player sheet in there. So I'm going to put this box off to the side and we can put some of the pieces we need. So we're going to need some of these. I'm punching out these coins are double-sided, and they're actually for setting the difficulty of the solo mode. And then we're going to punch out, we need to punch out all these solo tokens, and we'll group them. So when you're getting it, the things you're going to just separate are, you've got the solo tokens with the merchant face on it. And I'm going to need 2 wheels. The rest of the wheels I'll put over for later. And then the other tokens you're going to need for solo player, like their endless bag of stuff. So we'll punch all those out. We're going to need those. So most of the tokens in Dangerous Business here are for the solo mode. In fact, I guess all of them are, unless you count the wheels. All right. And we've got these, and we'll build our... Hello, Jess. I'm glad you're looking forward to your copy. I think we're definitely ahead of schedule on this one. I was a little surprised that they told me they'll be done with everything at the end of April. So we're actually in the process of scheduling all of our freight stuff and pickups from the factory. Because, of course, how quickly you get onto a boat is sort of another key factor. But once you get on that boat, you're in pretty good shape, typically. I always wonder which way you should set these wheels up. If you should do like flat side or circle side up. I usually just do what's easier. All right, so here's my monk. And we can let's get the Dangerous Business stuff out of the way. We'll keep setting up and hopefully more people will join us. But again, we're going to set up the traveling merchant. And I try to keep everything on camera here. Actually, let me see if I can move this a little closer or tilt it. Yeah, I'm gonna use more of this space. Put the merchant at the top of the screen, so I don't have to reach as far and yank myself or my computer over or something. All right, we want this on the screen as best we can. I feel like that's probably pretty good room. And we're going to keep these separate. And then your adventurer can go right next to your board. And if you line it up nicely, you'll see that it sort of like highlights what you're getting. And of course, their combat skill starts at 0-0. So I've set that to 0-0. We'll need to pick some monsters, but we'll wait for that. I need to separate these out if we're going to play. And just separate. So this is something, like if you get the game and you want to play the modules, a good thing to do is you're going to want to separate all of your old order cards. If they have just one enchantment on them, put them in like one pile. And then if they have two enchantments, you can see this one has like a top and a bottom. That's what we call an advanced order in this set. And you'll want to separate this out. So again, this has a top and bottom enchantment. I guess it's basically like 1, 2, and then the third one is a double. Not exactly. But you're going to separate these out because you'll see during setup, it's going to ask you to, and when we open the next box, but I figured doing this on camera was better than showing some setup was better than just having the black starting soon screen. So I've got my advanced orders and my regular orders, normal orders, whatever we call them. And we've got our player area set up. And next up, we are going to delve into Draught of the Dragons. Here's the rule book. Here's the bag, which we do need, so I'm going to put all the potions in there. We don't need the silica gel tab. And then we can go through. In Draught, you'll get this really cool, this is probably my favorite token in the Draught of the Dragons. You get this big chunky like first player marker. Don't need it in solo, but I still like it. All right, we've got all our potions in there, even our extra potions. And then we have a bunch of cards here. I'll just be purple. I'll play with Tinker too. And then all of these cards are bundled orders, so they're all going to go in that advanced order stack that I separated out with double enchantments. So things with 2 items or 2 enchantments are more complicated orders that we're going to put together. And then we'll have some potions. We're going to choose 3 potions, I think. 4 maybe. And I'll set that off to the side for now, because we need these purples. We'll use the board too. So if you're playing with all the modules, you're going to have some reservation wax seals in your color and your selection colors. All this stuff is for other players, and this is like a little, we had extra space on the punch board, so we did a little extra stretch goal thingy, but we're not going to do that for this one. We'll leave, that's the one module piece we'll leave out. I should have done this first. I have to mess up our space a little bit. Should put the board down. Because we want the board. So the board has 2 sides. And if you're going to play with all the modules, you want to play on sort of the destroyed city side, if you will. So we'll put this down here. Is that pretty much? Wondering how I should set this up on camera. We need to see the creatures. we probably need to see the orders, but the other stuff we don't need as much. I don't know, you know what I'll do? I'll move my sheet down, because the sheet's probably the least interesting part of that whole thing. And what we'll do is we'll shift this over. So it's a little off screen, and we'll put the merchant over here. So you can see how he works. Okay, so I have these. I need some room for my, don't need that. Don't need all these extra cards. And let's just, what do I want? I want, not this one. Let's just read through the setup of the solo mode to make sure I don't mess anything up. So we got the traveling merchant board. We need to pick our masteries. So we need to pick one of these. This is our energy mastery. We got Druid. And we set those on the normal side. And then we'll pick one of these. We've got Leather Artisan. I'm going to go on the 8 coin side. And then we get the solo tokens. And based on the number, I'll slide this down for a second. Based on the number of circles you need to mark on these, so the Leather Artisan has marked 6 circles in the leather material column. That's how many bag tokens you're going to put on that mastery. So I'm going to put 6 on that one. And then Druid is 4, so I'll put 4 tokens on there. And the rest of the tokens, the rest of the bag tokens we won't be using for solo mode. So you're always going to do that for solo mode. Whether or not you're playing with all the modules, you always need that piece. What did I do with these? We can set the difficulty here with these coins. The 2 of them are going to be for, we'll set by the merchant board or on, you can set them on these masteries because he could potentially get either 8 or 4 points from those. So he doesn't have those coins yet, but he may get them. You need to save 2. And then the rest of the coins you have, you've got 4 additional coins, and they're 4 and 8. You can set the difficulty level of the traveling merchant. So we could do easy, which would be like $12. Normal is $20 or $16 to $20, or $20 to $24. I'm going to do 24. I'm feeling good. So I'm going to do a difficulty level of 24. So I'm going to give him 8 coins, 24 points effectively to start. And we don't need these and the extra coin. Put these next to my thing for reservations. Let's move this. This box is awkward here. Here's our regular orders. So we're done with that. We can shuffle all those. Put those on the orders deck. And then our advanced orders. Go on the part of the board that say advanced orders, obviously. And then we need to pick some creatures to go down here. We're going to play with that. And we're going to need to play with some... We need to add these tokens too in a second. But does anyone feel strongly about any of these creatures? We have level 1 creatures. level 2, level 3. We just need one of each, and then the unhallowed. Here's some more level 1s, some more level 2s, some more level 3s. So the unhallowed are easy. I'm just going to shuffle and pick one. Do Necromancer. And that'll be our level 2 Plague Doctor. Corrupt Guards will be our level 1. Priest of Ka will be our level 3. So I didn't have to separate these out. Some of these cards have a potion marker on the bottom. That just means you need to play it with some of the Draft of the Dragons modules. So they all come in Dangerous Business, but if you only got one of the expansions, there's a few you may not be able to use in the full game. And we'll put out 4 spells, recipe spells. Make sure they're all different. So we got the Brew of the Orcs, Fiery Concoction, Shocking Tonic, and Everlasting Elixir. Okay. Now we're playing with the Draft of the Dragons. So we need to shuffle these tokens, which I think we've done a pretty good job of. And these actions need to go. Let's put him on his face. They need to go on his face for what happens. I think we're good. Deal out 4 orders. And the question is, when you're playing any of these modes, do you change what you deal out? I think you still give everyone 1 advanced to start. Put the dice here. All right, we're ready to start, I think. I think I got everything under control. For a solo playthrough of everything with... Oh, I messed this up. My hero does not start at 99. He starts at 00. We did that. We've got the creatures set up. I think we're good. I may just need this for the effects. And the selection phase. You do that first. Start of the round. Cool. Okay. So the way you play against the solo mode in this is we need to... We'll give everyone 1 advanced. And it'll rotate clockwise still. So we'll sort of go this way and then around. I need to shuffle this probably. And again, if anyone has any questions or anything about the game or how I'm setting it up, or while I'm playing, or if you catch me making a mistake, please let me know. I'm going to do my best to play the game now that we're starting in about an hour, but you never know. Could take longer, could take shorter, depending on questions we have. But so each player gets 4 cards. So these will be the 4 cards in my 4 orders in my shop. And then we'll do four orders for the Traveling Merchant. Okay, so since we're playing with all the modules, the first step in the round is still to roll your dice and write what the dice are on your sheet for round 1. So we got a 6, a 2, a 10, and a 2. And as always, on the smaller dice, big numbers are better, just like the core game. And on the bigger dice, the D12 and the D10, you want lower numbers generally to get those circles. And on your turn, you're going to spend 2 of these dice still to fill in your sheet and do something and try to fulfill these orders. But in the Draft of the Dragons module, and when you're playing as a solo adventurer, I just want to make sure, I think he always goes first. Yeah, the Traveler Merchant always goes through your own, so you don't need to use the player order in solo. And what you're going to do after you roll dice is you're going to pick an action to take. So we could Tinker, which would spend 0, 1, 2 potions to make our Adventurer stronger. If you're playing with that module, you can have this in there. Advertise is going to get us more advanced orders, so that's a nice one. Brew is sort of the default, get a potion, which is always nice, especially at the beginning. There's Take a Recipe from the market, and Entice is how you can steal customers from other merchants. So I am going to, now normally you play these face down, but since we're playing solitaire mode, I'm going to share my choices with you. Now, Brew is a good one to start with, just to get some potions to help you hit the numbers you need to hit. But I am actually going to do Recipe as my choice because I want to get I've got a choice of any of the 4 potions, and I'd like to sort of get one early, and I'm going to go for the Fiery Concoction. But before we resolve our action, we're going to flip over one of these solo tokens from the Traveling Merchant, and we've gotten a swap with this symbol. So it corresponds to here. And let me just check this. You swap the order in your shop underneath the corresponding die of the Traveling Merchant. Your rightmost order of the 12 with the order. Yeah, so normally the merchant should be directly across from me, so it should be more like this. But since I put the board on the play, just imagine that. So we're going to swap. What does it say? Swap the order in your shop underneath the die with the order on their board at the 6th location. So he takes my advanced order with his 6th spot, which is the advanced order. So we're going to swap those places. And now I can resolve my action, which is to take a recipe, potion recipe from the central market. And like I said, I'm going to go for that Fiery Concoction. Hopefully I'll get some potions to use it later. And once that's resolved, it's basically a normal game of Merchants of Magic. Oh wait, hold on. He captures stuff based on the roll. So what happens? It's been a while. Even though I designed this, it's been a while, and I've been working on other stuff. I just want to make sure I don't make anything. The problem with being a game designer is you remember every iteration in your head, and I want to make sure I'm doing what's printed in the rulebook that everyone will be receiving. Start of the dime, we'll roll dice, and then we resolve the merchant's order claims. The traveling merchant claims any order matching the die results of the space the order card occupies only on rolls of 1. So if he rolled a 1 on anything, he'll take it, and then he gets stronger. If there were no 1 results. So do we have any 1 results? That's the first thing we need to check. We don't. So he takes the order there. It even says it there. Look, it says it on the board right there. It's a 1. So if I roll a 1 on any of these spots, he will score the item there. But I didn't roll any of those numbers. So this is what's weird. If no 1s are rolled, we remove a solo token off of each of the masteries, and he triggers both of these, and it makes him stronger, basically. And then we place all of his claimed orders next to him. So we're going to take 2 of these bag tokens, 1 off each, and then when he takes all of the tokens off either of those, he'll score those points. So I'm competing with him on those masteries, more like a normal game. So you can see here, he's improved Now on a 1 and 2, he'll take that card. And on a 1 and 3, he'll take that card. So he has 2 upgrades. A new die result. Please use the slot associated with the die. They are permanently upgraded for the remainder of the game. So because he's upgraded here to a 2, we can get rid of this. He'll take this 2 now, and I'm going to score this for him. And he'll get a new basic normal order card there as a replacement. And that's sort of it for the merchant now. We sort of covered him. So it's our turn. We need to spend our dice. I will be pretty quick with this. Let's see. I want to go after eyeballs. In general, what other items do I see? I see a lot of pendants. So pendant is good to go for. And I want to go after leather. I'm going to use the 2 on the 8 to fill in this pendant spot. I'm going to use 2 here as my 2 or under on divine. And there is a scroll out. Helmet. I don't see any backpacks. Spears out. Staff. I'm going to spend an extra die and spend the 10 to get the spear and unlock it. And when I get the spear, that's one of the things I'm working towards over here. It's one of my key items to make my guy stronger. So I have the spear, but I need divine. And then I can start going through and anything I've completed. He'll get stronger and he can start thinking about defeating these creatures. Let's see, I spent the 2, I spent the 10. I'm probably going to use an extra. That'll get me, because I completed a thing, I get a potion, which I'll randomly take from the bag. Still a green even though I saw that green. Now I could spend this potion to re-roll the green die for myself this round if it helps me, but I'm not going to do that yet. So I'm going to spend the potion instead to make my 6 a 7 and get pendant unlocked as well, because I see pendant coming. And then I'll draw a new color. I have to, even though I get that right back, could be a new color, still green. And now that I've spent my at least 2 dice, the round's over, and we're going to start moving quicker, people. So everything rotates clockwise. This will all move. Scroll of the Dragons. Lots of the dragons. Shocking is out. Gonna look at those. Now I do have a potion, and at the start of the round we roll dice first. So I'm gonna roll dice. I like to write them down. Another 6. Could have that D6. 6, 4, 4, 9. And we've got to decide what we're going to do. What should we do? Should we get... Oh, you know what? When you don't... If no one buys any of these, they cycle out. They should constantly... I always forget this. So remind me if I do. But those should be constantly cycling. I like that divine stuff. I may go for some of that divine stuff next round when it's not 2 potions. I'm just going to play Brew because I don't feel strongly about anything else. I don't know, maybe I should Tinker. Nah, it's still early, I'll Brew. So Brew, I'm going to get a potion, and we'll see what the... He's going to 2 potion. I'm pretty sure he takes that one. That's why it's marked with 2 potion. Wrong book. So the 2 potion action, claim the advanced order in the corresponding spot. The player may decide what is claimed. Claim the order in the corresponding spot. So he just claims it and scores it. 7 points his way. But I did not roll a 1. So he's going to get 2 of these upgrades. A 3 and fiery. When the symbol is flipped over, he claims any orders with that enchantment on it at the time, but that was a whiff, so that's good. And while he's stronger at claiming stuff now to each spot, he's still not doing great, even though I haven't really scored anything yet. I mean, I've got a couple points. I've circled things. That's not true. There's a couple things I've scored. Let's take a moment to look at these creature effects. Since it's the second round, and I may want to work on unlocking them. We've got Corrupt Guards, which is ongoing. You may spend 1 potion to reserve an order currently in my shop. So anytime if I'm working towards one of these and I'm close, I could spend a potion to reserve it. Problem is, any reservation you don't fulfill by the end of the game is -2 points. -2 coins. So that's bad. Plague Doctor. Each green potion you spend can modify a dice plus or minus 1 or plus or minus 2. So the green potions are especially good to draw from the bag in this game. Put the potions here. And then Priest of Ka is activate any potion recipe in the central market. I can do that sort of one time when I'm strong enough to fight them, and I don't spend any potions. And then if I get to 33 attack, I can score these bonus points for 6 and kill the Unhallowed first. So we'll see if I can get there. But let's work on some of the stuff we've got coming towards us. I do want to get Divine, ideally. So 7 or under, we don't have that. I do have yellow and purple under. I'm going to spend the yellow 4 to work on Divine. I'm definitely spending the red 6 on the staff, maybe. Or I could work towards the Warhammer. Are there any Warhammers out there? Let's do this now. These 2 are discarded. And then we're set up for next round. What should I go for here, people? I hate not optimizing for stuff. What's worth more to me damage-wise? The hammer's worth 4 strength to my hero. Crossbow's worth nothing. The ring is strong. Maybe I'll go for the ring. Are there rings out? No. Pendants are out. What pendants do we have coming our way? Dwarf, dragons, orcs. That ring's strong, but Warhammer's 4. I'm going to go towards the Warhammer. I can't waste it. Or maybe we should get... There's a helmet out. There's shields. Let's do shield, maybe. We can get shield later. Shield worth something to me? Yeah. Bracers are the best, which I can't get. I'll work towards Warhammer. I'll spend the 6 on Warhammer. Do I want to spend any other dice? They're not great. I mean, Of the Dragons is hard to get. I could start working on Of the Dragons. Sure. There's a lot of other dragons. Let's start working on it. I'll use the 4 purple to do this one. Do that circle. All right. End of the round. Rotate away. This enters. This all moves down. Gets that. Roll dice. I think the nice thing about this solo mode is it simulates playing against another player a lot better. You're actually competing against stuff. Whereas the other solo mode was just sort of like a high score mode. 1 is definitely going to take this card. And write these stuff down. We have 5, 1, 6, 4. He did roll a 1. So it's only if he doesn't roll a 1, right? At the start of the game, the traveling merchant. If no one results are rolled by any dice, remove so target off each. There are 2 types. Yep. Okay, so we rolled a 1. Can maybe catch up on the masteries, which I should probably mark. What are we going for? We're going for wild. It's important, and leather. I really want to. Let's just work on divine. Let's try to get divine done. We can use that for. Oh wait, getting ahead of myself. To pick what we're doing. This all shifts. That's why I did that. I'm gonna advertise. That crossbow's not good. I'm gonna go for the pendant helmet for 1 potion. So I'm gonna advertise as my action and go for that. We'll see what he does. Of course, I shouldn't have said anything. He's gonna take that 1. The one thing I was going after, he's gonna take. So he takes the 1. I'll take Fiery Greaves, and I'll reserve it. So I can sort of set it off to my play area over here. And then we're done that. Now I can get back to what I was doing, which is I'm going to spend that 4 on the D12 to work on unlocking Divine, which I do. And I get a potion. This is discarded. Or put on the bottom of the deck. And now that I have Divine, I've unlocked the Monk's enchantment, and I actually need to go down and check what I finished. I have his pendant, which gives me 2 attack. I have Spear, which gives me 5. That brings me up to 7 combat strength. And 7 combat strength, I'm getting close to the corrupt cards. They're 8. So if I can get up to 8 combat strength, I can activate this level 1. Down here on the creatures defeated, I can activate their defeat effect. In this case, it's an ongoing effect, which will let me store reserve stuff in my shop, which is nice. Greaves is tough. I got to make sure I'm working towards Greaves. Scroll of the Dragons. All right, what do we have coming in? Orcs, dragons. Let's work on dragons. 6 or lower, let's use it. We're going to use that 6 or lower to work on dragons. And we have a purple 1. Does that purple 1 help us anywhere? Shocking. I mean, we could get one of these. We need this to be low. We already spent it. So we can't use the D12 again to complete dragons. So what else could we do? We have fiery here. Could work towards fiery. Shocking. There's a lot of shocking. Shocking scroll, shocking helmet. Out there, at least. Could be coming in. I'm going to use the 1. Use my last extra dice. And a 1. To work on shocking. That's my turn. Check the masteries. Obviously, I haven't scored any of them yet. I don't have enough things checked off. Everlasting. Shocking, Warhammers and Bracers. I don't like going after these early. I mean, I know you can reserve them, but I like... It scares me forgetting about them. So... we'll rotate and sort of set the market up. This is going to be revealed. And then we reroll the dice. In round 4, so we're making progress. It won't take too long. No 1 was scored, so he's going to flip over those tokens. But let's write these down. We got a 4, 6. Rolling high. 9, 11. It's not going to help me get dragons. And... he did not roll a 1. He did not roll a 3 or 2 or anything low. So he's not getting anything, but he is going to take these 2 off and upgrade. He's going to take the dragons item. It's going to score that. And then this upgrades permanently. And he's only one away from scoring Druid before me, which means 8 more coins for him. I don't feel like I'm doing great right now, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. What are we going to do? I'm going to Tinker. This is my action. And Tinker's just going to give my adventure 1. I guess I could spend a potion to get 2. Or spend 2 potions and get 3. Let's spend 2 potions. And I'll get 3, which moves me up to 10. 10 combat strength. So now I have access to this ongoing Corrupt Guards effect, which is I may spend 1 to reserve an order in my area. Divine. Scroll of the Dragons. Shield of the Orcs. What do I have? Bad dice. Scroll. I'm going to try to get Scroll. Scroll gives me 1 point. 3 or greater. Should I get Ring? Let's go for Ring. I'm going to get Ring. Spend my 2 choices to get Ring. Which gives me 6 more attack. Which means I'm now can also spend my green potion that I saved for more. Gives me a potion, of course. And I can only score divine stuff, so nothing in my shop I can get right now, unfortunately. So that will end the round. I need to discard these 2. The shift. Everything rotates. Sword of the Elves. And these will fill in. I should use my Fiery Concoction, I guess. Roll dice at the start of the round. Then we have to pick what we're going to do. I'm going to brew. So are any of these worth getting? Shocking Staff. I don't have any of that stuff. Do I want any of his stuff back? Crossbow and shield? No. I want Shocking Scroll eventually. We'll see if that comes through. I'm going to go for brew here. And he's going to take a 0. And when it's 0, he takes the more expensive thing. And this will be discarded. Getting those points every round. He's getting those points. I'm going to brew, which means I get a potion. Need to start using those in my extra dice. And let's see, he did not roll a 1, so he'll get both of these. 2. Upgrade, and then he's uncovered this. Orcs. No orcs, that's a whiff. Did I do what he's going to do? Did I write this down? No, I didn't. So he needs to do his action against my brew. He's going to take the 4th potion, which is here, away from me. So I'm going to mark this potion with this 4. The potion marker, I'm Yeah, he's blocking that potion. It's like he has it, so I can't get the everlasting elixir right now until another blocker comes out. So these recipe blockers, they're going to block me from taking that potion. It's like he has it until he spends it on something else. I brewed, I took my potion. I need to take my potion. I don't remember if I took it or not. I'm going to not take it because I feel better if I'm playing against the odds than for them. And I rolled. We didn't write those down yet. We got a 4, 3, 5, 7. And he will score the 3 spot. Take that card. He's filled a lot more orders than me, guys. A lot more orders. Sword. I don't have sword. Spear, shield. What's coming in? Scroll. Let's focus on scroll. 5. I could spend like all my potions. Because this could be plus or minus 2. So this could be minus 2 to 5, which is 3. So it just costs 2 potions. Alright, so I'm going to modify the 5 for 3 total, which will bring it to a 2. Which gives me of the dragons. Then I get a potion. Get a potion back, red. And now I just need scroll. Let's get scroll. I need a 3 or better. Use the 3 on the D8. Complete scroll. Scroll the dragon, my first score. Get another potion. Green. That goes face down. So what I have, I can do a Spear of the Dragons or a Divine Spear. Those are the enchantments. What did I just got? I just got Scroll as well, which gives me 1 more point in my attack. Shield of the Orcs. Pendant of the Dwarves. I do have Pendant. I could work towards of the Dwarves. I could use an extra... I could spend 2 potions and extra die. Yeah, let's use it. Just spend 2 potions to use an extra die. I'm going to use this 7 to get up the Orcs. I think that's it. So, refresh our stuff. People move. Everlasting Scroll. Really need that last one to come in. One of the interesting things, why the merchant board goes from D6 to D8 to D10 to D12 is as it moves through the line, obviously you're most likely to roll a 1 on a D6. So as things get closer to you, it's more likely that he will pass them to you. So you can plan off of what's coming into your shop a little bit better. And we'll do this. And, oh, we should check, since we're done the round, the mastery phase, Druid has been uncovered by the merchant. So he's going to get 8 points, because I've only marked 2 spots in Wild. So he's going to get that 8 points here. I'm going to put that on his board. So he beat me to that mastery, which is not good. I am playing on, what did I pick, hard or something though? Alright, we rolled a 1, which means he's not going to advance on that mastery. We're on the 6th round. 1, 4, 8, 3. And we need to choose our action. Then we'll take his cards. What am I working on? Of the Orcs? Shocking Spear? Get Shocking Spear. I'm going to steal. I don't have 3. I can't entice. Just going to Anything good out here? Everlasting Ring of the Orcs, Divine Scroll of the Dragons. That is definitely worth it. So let's advertise. We want that Divine Scroll. Hopefully, as like last time, hopefully he won't take it from me again, because I'm reserving 1. He's going to block. It is a 1. I got scared, but it's the 1 recipe. He's going to block the 1 recipe. The 4 blocker goes away. Which means I'm going to spend my precious green potion to get Divine Scroll of the Dragons, reserve it. But I don't even have to reserve it because I have it already and I'll score it. Scroll I have, Divine Scroll, yeah. The Divine Scroll of the Dragons is immediately scored. So that was a good advanced order to grab. These 2. And I'm just going to throw them off. And if we need to shuffle them on the bottom, we will. So it's faster. Okay. He's going to take the Shocking Spear. And he's going to take the Shocking Scroll. Damn. That sucks. It sucks big time. I could go after Everlasting Scroll. Pendant of the Dwarves is leaving. Could just worry about amping this up. Let's get of the Orcs first. So, I'm going to spend this 3 to get of the Orcs. And a potion. Green potion, yes. Shield. Can we get shield? 3 and 8. No way. No way that happens. Bracers are really good for me, even though no bracers are out. There's nothing like good to go after. Everlasting I can't get. Shocking I can't get. Let's just look at the leather category. Maybe I can just work on those 8 points out there for the leather artisan. I've got 1, 2, 3 of 6. So I could work towards that Warhammer. I could spend, doesn't really matter. I'll spend the 8, just call it the 8 to work on Warhammer. I think that's all I can do. We're going to get a random card. These all go here. He's going to get that one. Grimoire of the Elves. Fiery Staff. Now, that I could potentially get. I feel like I'm going to fail this reservation. Ooh, Divine Spear of the Elves. Fiery Bracers. I don't know. I can't get distracted by those. I need those big point. The problem is I'm going to need those big point things in the middle to like come back. Probably. I have not marked three circles in the Druid category, not 4. Let's roll and write this down real quick. 3, it's around 7. 3, 2, 8, 6. We gotta pick what we're gonna do. I feel like we need potions. Should we just brew? Brew or tinker? I like the idea of going in. We'll brew. Let's see what he does. He's going to block the 3. That's no big deal. I'm going to brew. Red potion. 17. I can beat both these guys. I can spend a reserve if there's anything good. Fiery Staff. I don't have Staff. Staff would help me. We want Warhammer. So let's see if we can get that. We could spend the 8. Oh no, we can't spend the 8. we have to spend the 2 or the 3, which are too low. We could modify the 3 by 2 using our ability. Let's do it. I'm going to spend this to modify the 3 to a 5 and get Warhammer. Also will get me a potion back. Good old combo, potion combo. There's so many potions in here now. 2 red. I got Divine Warhammer, which will give me 4, which will take me up to 21. 21 combat. I can almost beat him. So I spent the 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. At 4. I really should. Do I have Greaves? Bracers 9 or higher? Helmets not coming. Fiery Bracers of the Dragon. Should we Glamour Potion Supplier? Just get potions. Everlasting Scroll. There's not a lot of cards I can take advantage of. We can get these, so they're going to be discarded. Ring and Sword of the Dwarves. I have ring. Where are all those rings and pendants? Pendant of the Dwarves is over there. I don't have dwarves, I'm orcs. Shield of the Orcs. I could get Shield of the Orcs. Potentially. Not with the dice that were rolled. That's why. I'm going to spend a potion and use my Corrupt Guards ability to reserve a card in my shop. Just work on Fiery. If we spend the 6 on Fiery, we at least get the Energy Mastery done for 4 points. We at least complete Druid. So that's what we'll do. That's what I'm doing. See some new advanced orders. Shield and Spear. And then all this rotates. Staff of the Dwarves. I'm working towards that Fiery Staff. Oh, Fiery Grimoire. It's not a good roll. 3, 5, 5, 3. And we need to pick what we're doing. I need more potions. I'm going to tinker. We'll see what he does. Potion number 2. Can't block that because I've already got it. So just discard that one. I'm going to tinker for 1. Which just gets me up to 22. Which means I can activate a potion. And I'm going to, for free, do not spend any potions. Okay. Shocking. Return all the face-up orders in your shop to the bottom of the orders deck and draw new ones. But could I finish Fiery Staff? Let's finish Fiery Staff first. So I'm going to do the 5 to unlock Fiery. Which scores me Fiery Staff. Then I'm going to use my Priest of Ka ability here to activate a potion recipe, I'm going to activate Shocking Tonic, which was return all of the face-up orders to the bottom of the deck. And I get 3 new orders. They're not good for me. Shocking. Do I have sword even? I don't. Could I get sword? Could spend a potion and get it. I get shocking first, maybe. Spend the 5. Oh, he rolled a 3. He's going to take here. He's going to score that as well. Bracers. We should really get bracers. 9. Can't do it right now. Let's take Shocking. It's for free. It doesn't spend any potions. It gives us a potion, which then potentially lets us spend another... We could potentially spend another potion to use an extra die. We could spend all 3 potions to use our extra dice, potentially. How does that help us? We could try to get shield. 8. 3. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use the 3 potions. We're definitely the 3 potions to use an extra die and use the red 3 towards shield. So I've reserved it. Okay. Pass things along. Nothing. Second to last round, and I feel like I'm playing horribly. This guy's gonna spank me. I should have played on regular. We'll see. Go for some renowned accessories or something. Try to do a comeback. No one bought these. That should move as well. I didn't even come up with a shop name. Okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna brew, for sure. We don't have any potions. What's he gonna do? He's gonna take the 0 that's worth the most points. He's taking that. This is discarded. I brewed, so I'm just gonna get a potion, which I desperately need. Maybe I can get a reroll. Green, that's a good one. Because I can use the abilities to manipulate them more. I can use plus or minus 2. Okay. He did not roll a 1, so he'll do this. Elves. So we'll get this elf book, which he was going to get anyway. Because he also rolled a 3 there, nothing else. But he's going to get that anyway. 9th round. And I'm playing, not playing well. Not playing well at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bracers. Let's write these down. We've got 6, 5, 5, 3. We want to use leather if we can to get stuff. We need shield. Shield is the most important thing. So if we use shield in this single potion, which counts as 2, we can change the 6 to an 8. And we can get shield. Which scores that. Also gives us shield, which gives us 3 more points. Brings us up to 5. We need more like gear. Bracers, divine bracers. Should definitely go for that, since I have it. 9 or above. It's not happening. Without some old potions, it's not happening. Maybe we should glamour the potion supplier with 4 or less. I think I'm just going to do that for the final round. Spend 3 potions. Spend the 3 to glamour potion supplier. You at least give me 3 potions heading into it. There's 3. Purple. I haven't used this recipe, which makes me mad. Here's the shocking recipe, though. That felt good. Divine Warhammer I have. Here we go. Lucking into more. I guess you always sort of are more likely to get stuff near the end. Okay, this is the final round of our solo playthrough here. Haven't been a lot of questions, but I'm happy some people are excited to get their copies. That's good to hear. We'll write these down first. 2199. And our final action should be to tinker. I'm not spending potions if I do it. I think my best bet's to gain a potion. Unless there's anything here that I can auto-score. Shocking backpack and plate armor. Nope. I don't have it. None of that stuff's good for me. So brew's my best bet. I'm going to brew. His last action. Swap. That could hurt me. Takes this with this. Brutal. Brutal swap. He's going to score this and this. He's done. He's not going to get Leather Artisan, at least. So I can get some points on him there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe. Divine Warhammer I have. Fiery Greaves of the Orcs. I have Fiery. I don't have Greaves. Greaves get me 4 points, but Bracers is better. And I have a 9 to spend. I'm definitely spending the 9 on the D10 to get Bracers. Which gives me 6, which takes me up to 31. I gotta get this. I need 2 more points. Sword. Sword could get me there. I need to spend all 3 potions. That seems crazy. Does Helmet get me there? Helmet gets me there. I would need to spend all 3 potions. You know what I'm going to do? Because the 2's hurting me so much. I'm going to use my Fiery Concoction. Spend my red potion to reroll the red die for me. 4. Okay. It becomes a 4. I think I spend a potion to make it a 5 and a helmet. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Make it a helmet. Helmet gives me 2. So I got the Unhallowed, which is 6. And he would switch to Acolyte for everybody else. Bummer. I'm going to get walloped. I didn't even come up with a shop name, and I don't deserve to. This is going to be -2. All All right, so let's total everything up. That's all she wrote. That's all I can do. I think I used my extra dice too early. But at least I got the unhallowed minion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was 1 short on leather, which sucks. I guess so was he. So material mastery 0. Crafting I have 1, 2. So to do your totals, sort of the same. You still go down the left and right sides. So for my crafting, I got 5, 6, 10, 16 points. For my enchantments, I got 3, 6, 10, 13, 14. 14 for spell research. Completed order is not great. 10, 13, 17, 21 minus 2. So that's 19. 0 charms bonus. I didn't go for any of that. Having the monster stuff, not being able to trigger like the auto card things is like a tricky thing. So this is 30, 34. 34, 19 is what? 50, 53 plus 6, 59. Bad. Really low score. Shouldn't have reserved this, that's for sure. And then we'll add up, see if I win. I don't think so. So he has 4 times 8. So he's got 32. I'll just write this down on my sheet too. He's got 32 plus 10, 42, 52, 52 plus 12 is 64. 70, 80, 97. 97 to 59. He absolutely destroyed me. I did play on hard, and I could tell middle of the thing. I was just not getting stuff going, but that's how to play with all the components for Merchants of Magic, Dangerous Business, and Draught of the Dragons. Definitely a more dynamic scoring module where you'll have different points you're fighting up against. But even if I had set up on an easier difficulty, what did I give him? 20 points, 24 points I gave him. So I was playing on hard. But even if I gave him, even if I took away those 24 points, he still would have beat me, right? He would have had like 73. So I did not have a good game. But that's how to play the traveling solo, the new solo mode for Merchants of Magic. Obviously, you could add or remove some of these pieces. You could play just with, the Dangerous Business module where you're not playing with you're just playing with the creatures and you're not worrying about some of these other things that he's doing. It's just about rolling against them. You can play a simpler mode. But I wanted to show you a more complicated mode because I had streamed an online version of this and my sound cut out or the picture cut out or something, and it was just a really bad stream. And I just got them in the mail, and I thought, it's good for me this week, with this crazy week, it's been to just sort of sit and play something instead of talk about other stuff we've got going on. So it was a relaxing, fun time. Hopefully this helps people learn how to play it and how to work it, and they'll be enjoying that soon. As I mentioned, we did approve all these, and they should be finished and getting on boats in May, which means hopefully we'll start fulfilling in June or July. But this is something that should be on the summer release calendar, which is nice as well. But that's it for us this month. We'll see you next month. As always, please join our Discord channel. Let us know in the comments afterwards if you have any additional questions. And feel free to play test with us in the future. We do monthly play tests every month as well on our Discord channel. We don't film those, but we're actively trying to balance our upcoming game, Star-Driven Gateway, that's coming to crowdfunding this fall. So if you could play it with your friends or play it with us and let us know your score, That's super helpful right now because we're trying to make sure that all 4 of the asymmetrical factions are balanced. But that's it for me this week. Have a great weekend. Hopefully the weather's getting warmer where you are like it is here. And have a great week.